So welcome back to another polygel nail design set. So these here are my Cancer set for the Zodiac series. Let me tell y'all, I think they was cute, but they definitely not a favorite. It was just they was just a little too dark for my liking, but I do like them. Of course, I like all my sets, but those just wasn't in my list of favorites. All right, so for this video, it is a bunch of clips and I am recording the middle finger. A lot of the pointer finger just wasn't in focus, so we starting out with the middle finger. This polygel I'm using here is from Yaogi. This is a older brand. I believe they only make, well, at least for me, I have 3 kits from them. I believe they may have made a few single tubes towards the end, but they don't make polygel anymore. Now, this is one of the stiffest polygels I have ever came across. Like squeezing this polygel up out of these tubes, I definitely feel like if this was the only brand I used, I would be on my way to getting arthritis, shall I say. Because it was just so hard to squeeze out that tube. And especially when it had that air bubble in the middle, like I had to use a lot of pressure to get the polygel out. But this was from a glitter kit that they had. And the thing with this polygel, it was in my closet. And once I take polygels off my wall, I remove the swatch sticks off the rings. And so I kind of forgot that I even had these polygels. And so that was the reason that I wanted to use it pretty much, because I just haven't used them in a while. Again, they don't make these anymore. At least I haven't came across any, so there's no link for it. But I did like Yaogi polygel. Okay, this green is from Macart. I have said it many of times. My absolute favorite kit from them. Well, yeah, my first favorite kit from them, their neon kit. This green is just very opaque. It's like you can just see the green. It don't have that little translucent look to it. I just love that green. All right, and so getting to the set. When I started this set, it wasn't going to be the Cancer set. It just happened to turn into that. So after I worked that silver or that glitter on there, and then I went in with the green. And again, like I do all my sets, I just pretty much just outline whatever the first color is. So I'm just taking that green and patting it because Macart is sticky. And with Macart, I feel like just patting it works a lot better than swiping it. Okay, after I gave that a cure, now we're going to go in with this pink from Morvan. I do not remember the number of this pink. I don't remember what kit it came from either. But it's a neon pink, and pretty much a lot of their other kits that have neon in it is the same pink, because I have this same pink like 5 times from this same brand. But all right, I'm just going to take that pink and just kind of work it on that one side. Now, all I was doing at this point was once I pushed it on there, I took this dotting tool and I used the bigger side, the bigger ball, because I didn't want like a lot of small lines. I just wanted to push that polygel in just a little bit. So when I use that next color, it'll have like a little bit of a wave look, not too much, just a little bit. Fixed up my end, try to give it some type of little design. And I use my brush just to make sure that those little areas that I pushed in was defined, but not too much. Gave that a quick cure. Back at this Yaogi polygel. Again, it was just so stiff. At this point, I did get that air bubble out. And so it was coming out a little better. But if you could see my brush is like no match for this polygel. Like if you see that brush, them little hairs was falling all out. I just had to use a lot of pressure. Like I couldn't move that polygel up with my brush, so I had to use that little tool to kind of push it up. Look, like you see my thumb, like I'm having to force that polygel out. But I love this brand. And honestly, if they made more polygels, I definitely would buy them. And they would be in my top. They just don't make polygel anymore, so they're not in my top. But all right, I just took that little bit of silver there, or glitter, and just kind of connected those pink and green, because I didn't have, the green didn't come down further enough, or I didn't move that pink over enough. So I just needed to kind of fill in that little area. Although a lot of that did get filed off, I did just need to put some polygel there to make sure everything was connected. This was Violet, I believe, or is it Indigo? Violet or Indigo from Macart, from their neon kit. Just putting that on that form, patting that thing in place. Here's a tip for you guys, especially you guys who don't, you haven't tried a lot of polygels and Macart's and your favorite is just sticky, just take a little bit of base coat, swipe it right on top of that nail after you put it on the foam or tip. Swipe a little base coat on it and then go in with your brush and alcohol, and that will help with that stickiness. So yeah, that's a tip there. All right, just the purple, doing the same thing, getting it in there. Like, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this video. I mean, it's just kind of self-explanatory. Again, it was just like a bunch of clips. But while that's doing that, let me tell y'all, it is hot. Like, I'm out here trying to be a little gardener, and my little fruits, well, my little vegetables are growing pretty well. It is just hot being out there trying to prune those little plants and stuff. It's just a pain, but I'm absolutely loving it. And it's crazy because who'd have ever thought that I would even be doing nails or be a gardener? But I enjoy my new little hobbies. Like, I'll be 35 this year, and I enjoy these hobbies, which is crazy because when I was in my 20s, if you'd have asked me if I'd be gardening and doing nails, I'd have been like, hell no, like, that's just not me. But it's a hot summer. And if you guys want to see more of my little vegetable gardens, just let me know. I'd love to like show or add little clips in these videos just so y'all can see that progress. But all right, I pretty much just repeated the colors. Here's the green from my card, just putting it on there, gave that a cure, and then we finished this up with that pink. The pink is very pretty. I think my problem that I had with this set, or let me do it like this, right? The green and the pink was very pretty next to each other. The pink and purple was pretty next to each other. The green and purple was pretty next to each other. It just, all three of those together, it was too much. It was kind of giving off Halloween to me a little bit. It was too much going on. And I do feel like if I would have used a lighter shade of one of those colors, the set would have had a better effect. I would have liked them better. They was just too dark. It was too much going on. But I'm going to go ahead and remove those forms. The ring finger was the only one that wasn't really cured much. Like, all of them was tacky under the underside, but the ring finger was the one that needed the most work to put back in. But just take them forms off, dip my brush in the alcohol, make sure every color is back where it's supposed to be, and then I do swipe it back and forth just to smooth it out. Again, that was why I didn't show the pointer finger, because I just kept going out of focus in that set. All right, take some alcohol on a paper towel, clean up that underside, well, wipe the sticky layer off the underside, wipe it off the top, wipe it all off the sides. Just get all that sticky alcohol, get all that stickiness off those nails with the alcohol. And then I do wash my hands directly after that. After I get the little before clip, I go wash my hands with some dish soap just to get all that stickiness off my fingers. But here is the nails. They was a mess. They really were. I filed them up. Sorry, I don't have no clip of that. But they did come out a lot better after I filed it. Now the problem was, let me show you. So these was the gems and the stones that I used, the Cancer sign. I just felt like once after I filed and everything, I was like, let me just go ahead and make it a Cancer set, just so I can kind of finish up this zodiac series. Now the problem was, with that glitter, like when I was filing it, usually when I file my nails and I wash my hands, the water will show me the sparkle of a glitter. For some reason, it just was not showing me that sparkle and that glitter when I wet these nails. So with this Yogi polygel, which is the only polygel I have ever came across like that, once you file that thing, like, you cannot see that sparkle or that glitter in those glitter polygels until you put that top coat back on it. And that was why I was so concerned about it, because I was like, now it's just gonna look like a ashy gray nail pretty much. But the top coat did save it. It did bring that shine and sparkle back to it. But all right, put that little top coat on, and then I put these cancers on there. Now, I got these cancers from Amazon. You guys know I usually get everything from AliExpress, but with Amazon, they do sell all 12 zodiacs in one purchase. Versus AliExpress, they sell like 10 Cancer signs or 10 Virgos instead of having all 12 in a set. So I do think, get your zodiac things from Amazon versus AliExpress. All right, so all I did was, so I had these these little tiny pink circle things, and I wanted to cover the holes on those, so I just put a little base coat, a little top coat on the paper towel, and then put the little circle in there just to get a little top coat on it so it can stick. Because these Cancer things, these Cancer signs, they are for jewelry making. They wasn't for nails, so they do have the 2 holes on the sides for you can put like your chains or bracelets or whatever jewelry you're making with it. And I didn't like that. Now you can just cut them off, but I do like to just add a little extra on there and just cover the hole up with that little pink thing. All right, so went ahead and put the little Cancer symbol on there. Try to get everything as straight as I can get it at that time. And then I gave that a 30-second skirt. Here is the nails all finished. Yeah, I mean, they was the nails. They was cute. Wasn't my favorite, but they was cute. Now, let me show y'all something. All this time I've been using this, I never realized that at least Venelisa's top coat have an expiration date. Like, I know all products, even us people, expire at some point, but I just never realized it was on the date. And so that kind of took me by surprise, especially being that I use this top coat all the time. But anyway, here is the set all finished. I do like to take my clips of my videos, the finished product next to my big window, just so I can get that full sunlight. I love how the sunlight hit the nails, hit my skin. But here is the nails. Look how cute they were. Look, they was cute, just not my favorite. But thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Appreciate all the love and support, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.